Hello everybody, this is Gamer with Opinion, Dentatus from warA Alliance on 119, and welcome to this Infinity Kingdom tutorial episode. And this one will be about Immortals and Dragons. Talking with new Alliance members and older ones, I've realized that many people don't understand exactly how this is working. So we'll have a look at both so that you can maybe do better selections and stuff for your attack lines and stuff. So basically, in this game, so what you use to attack is your immortals and your dragon. This is what is the blunt of your force. So let's start with the dragons. When you start the game, of course, you will have the blue dragon, and you will have enough, usually water, to be able to form one line. The problem is that water is pretty weak, so if you invest heavily in it at the start, you're gonna pay for it by being late on the other archetypes that are more efficient. Why do I say that? All right, let's look at the dragon, the ice dragon first. So, or the water dragon, if you prefer, whatever. So his first talent is healing, which is kind of lame. All right. It's a decent amount of healing and stuff. All right, and he does give HP regen, right? But the problem is still, this doesn't help you farm. This doesn't help you fight. This doesn't help you in the early stage of the game, where you need more to be farming and killing gnomes than doing PvP in the arena. So this is why the talent of the dragon is bad. You need to wait until he reaches level 15, level him up, get the ice breath, and then you get a stun effect. But that's late. That's late in the game for you to be getting some word from the dragon. This is why I advise you not to invest too much in water. If you love water, well, go for it. Hey, it's if whatever floats your boat. But from personal analysis, this is not really good. Let's switch to Earth. Earth Dragons. My favorite build to start a castle, because basically it's easy to have it done in the early game. Earth heroes are easy to come by, it seems. Second, and this is the reason why I choose Earth, the Earth War gives stuns right away. Right away, level 1, you get to stun them right away. That's pretty good. Now this is helping you to do whatever you need to do to get your equipments and stuff up. All right. So this is a better choice than than water. If we look at the second talent, and that's pretty cool too, we're gonna get reducing damage of 3 our random troops at a high percentage level, and this is a third of damage they're getting. All right, for 12 seconds. The trick with dragons, that's very important that you get that. When you are into the well, or when you are into the arena, deactivate the auto mode. You need to trigger your dragon at the right time. So let's say that this one, all right, I want to reduce damage. I'm gonna activate that just before the enemy goes into fury mode. So when I see his fury bar almost full, I'll just trigger my talents. Maybe I'll be able to stun them, or delay the stun attack, and then maybe even cancel the effect of the stun attack. You understand? That is a better strategy. Auto is for lazy, easy to do stage. All right. So this is why we're picking up Earth. For me, Earth is a pretty good pickup to start with. Well, I'm not getting into the third talent because this is very late game. It's not it doesn't need to be covered here. Those tutorials are for beginners or mid-level players or mid-level spenders or free-to-play players. All right, moving on. Fire, the best archetype you can get if you want to deal damage. Also, well, it's gonna need a bit of money if you want to get it like to the real thing. But even if you don't pump much money in it, it's gonna get real. The fire dragon you cannot really use, of course, at the start of the game. You open it a bit later, and it requires time to level up the dragon, the heroes, and stuff. So you aspire to get that mid game and not early game. But this will soon become your first line of attack if you're lucky. If you look at the talents, this is 100,000 through damage. The damage goes to ludicrous level when you domesticate it, but this is through damage. It goes through resist, it goes through everything. That's a lot. By reducing the troops number, you're actually preventing damage. So you have to factor that in when you're making your decisions about what you're picking, right? So this is like combining damage prevention and dealing some damage. Plus, if you look at the the burn itself will cause another 40,000 true damage every 6 seconds for 12. So that's at this level, it's another 80,000 damage extra that you can rely on. So this is close to 200,000 damage on every unit. That's a lot of damage prevented. All right, and of course that way you get closer to kill one, get the 2-for-1, and crush his line afterward. And to top that off, when you unlock the second skill, this is ludicrous. So especially like just level 1, you've got 50% chance of increasing the crit damage of 3 random units by 50% for 12 seconds. So this is pretty funny because what you do, again, hold the skill, wait until your line has full fury bar, all right? Just unleash all the fury and the dragon, and now what happens? All your heroes went and spent their fury, all right? So they're now all in normal attack. So but first they're gonna have the talent boost for the crit damage, all right? So you're gonna do fury, and you're gonna have 50% chance of causing 50% increase. This is amazingly good. What I mean by that is, I mean, you can destroy a whole line just if you time this right. All right. So this is a really powerful archetype. It does require work, but you want to deal damage, you want to burn castle, you want to hurt people. This is what you play. Wind. Dang, this thing is good. I love wind. Honestly, I love wind even if I haven't worked it, and I'm not even going to work a wind line. I was not, my luck was not in that direction. So I'm not working wind. But if you have the stuff, please do work it. We have Turmoil as a first skill. So 21,000 true damage. Looks weak compared to the fire one, but every 6 seconds within the area, and reduce the accuracy rate for 25%, 12 second total. So basically, true damage 42,000 on every unit, and you prevent 25% damage, which of course, if you were to deduce what is this damage represented for the 12 second, add that to this damage. This is almost as good as the fire dragon. It's just in a different way, but from a map point of view, it's the same. You're cutting damage and you're inflicting damage. So it's all a number game. All right, this is all this is. So if you reduce damage, that means that you actually increase your damage. logically speaking, because you're going to deal more damage, because you're going to live longer. That's how you calculate the effects. So this is pretty much as good as the fire dragon. The advantage of this little thing, this little baby, is that it makes your Win more resilient, and Win has access to healing with characters like Montezuma, which is a low grade immortal that can be really annoying in the lineup. Just a hint. So, unlock at level 15, of course, like the other ones, the Stormy Breath. When 3 of your random allied troops land a normal attack, they have 50% chance of recovering 27,000, for 12 seconds. This is where I was telling you that it is so good to hold on your Dragon Rage, because you can guess what's happening here, right? You go first, rage all your immortals, unleash them, unleash the dragon. Now they are all in the normal mode. They're gonna have 50% chance on each attack to actually have healing, plus the first talent that would have been activated that will give them healing and reduce the accuracy rate. So you're gonna be like, you're getting damage and you're looking like losing, and now you're getting the dragons and the furies, and all of a sudden your line will go back to almost close to full, and the opponent's line will suffer greatly. So this little thing is very deceptive. You have to do some math, but this is probably among the top 4 archetype you can play. Lightning. The not so likable one. It's a good damage dealer. All right. It's kind of like Earth, but I don't like it as much as Earth, and here's why. First, it's late, right? You don't get it as early as Earth. That's one reason. Second, if we look here, just 38,000 through damage, that's really good, and it can be double if target is stunned. Problem is, you need it to be stunned at the moment you release this attack, and it's really hard to time a stun. Stun lasts for usually 2 or 3 seconds, so by the time you unleash the thing, the animation goes off and stuff, the stun usually have gone away. So it's kind of a lottery here. So you can rely on 38,000, not in your battle mat. You cannot rely on the 76,000 that you would like to rely on too. All right, this is one of the reasons this is inferior to the both the fire and wind dragon. Still very good. It can inflict good damage. Second, as of course, the lightning cage. This is where lightning actually is deceptive. 50% chance at base level of reducing the normal attack damage of 3 random units by 70%. That's a very high percentage for 12 seconds. That's pretty good. All right. So that's a very good damage prevention. I've explained before how we work out with the damage prevention. Problem is, though, it is still late as a skill, has to be domesticated to be able to rely on it. And, well, you know, the progression is slow. So basically, it's a 1 out of 2, no matter what. So you have 1 out of 2 of reducing the damage plus a iffy double damage effect on the first one. It makes it like not as likable as or reliable as Earth, Fire, or Wind. This is why this is not a high priority for me. But in this particular game with Dentatus, I've been handed a lot of really good lightning characters, so I'm gonna work a lightning line, which is really good in itself. It's just you have to realize it's not the best. Goldie, holy, holy, Goldie, holy. This thing is amazing. Telling you right now. This is pay. This is pay to win. VIP 15 to get there. Much spending has to be done. If you do, you get the right to buy this little guy in the VIP shop. You're not even unlocking him, you have to buy him. But here we go. First, restores 45,000 to all your units, reduce the damage received by 2 of your units by 13% for 12 seconds. I said that Healing is lame as a first talent. Yep. Usually it would be lame. But 45,000 to all units and damage reduction at the same time on a holy build, which is something that has no weakness whatsoever to any element or shadow. This is actually really good. Makes you pretty resilient. And the second one, and this is where it gets crazy, it has disarm, 3 random units. So a third of damage for 12 seconds can be reduced, all right? And it starts up at 1 out of 2, same type of progression as the lightning cage, all right? But a third damage reduction here at a high percentage, plus the healing effect, plus the abilities that you have on the holy line, because we're going to get into that later, but this is amazingly good. This is probably the best line you can ever get. It's one of the hardest to do. The hardest one to my knowledge to do, like to my evaluation, is the shadow line, and it requires spending to do it. And in my book, it's not as good as holy, because it'll be vulnerable to holy. It counters, it doubles pretty much against any element, which makes it pretty good, but it is weak to holy. That's the main problem. While holy will be neutral against all elements, so it deals normal damage, receives normal damage, but will double up against shadow. So actually I prefer that, because it has no weaknesses at all. So I'm gonna stop here the video, because it's gonna make it too long of a video if I do both at the same time. So this is the end for the dragon videos. I hope you people will make a choice. Then of course I'm gonna add it just in case we have very beginners and stuff. But when you're raising your dragon, the idea, of course, is to farm. When I'm referring to farming and stuff, those are the ones that you want to farm. All right. This is for earth. This is for fire. This is for lightning, and this is for water. So those yields the stones that you need to level up your dragons. The general idea is that you focus on getting the stones for your main dragon. Get the dragon to 15. Stop at 15. Start domesticating the dragon. But if you're working on the water dragon, don't spend too much time domesticating it. Right? 3 and 2 would be more than enough in the talent investment for him, and work on the back on your second one, be it earth, fire, lightning, so whatever, but work ASAP on your second line, because it needs to top off your first line. So that's it. That's all, folks, for the dragon section. This was the Tatus Gamer with Opinions. An invitation to the players. War on 119 is now expanding to 3 alliances. So if you are new to the game, you want to get trained, you want to learn the game, you want to have fun, because we're a drama-free alliance, I can actually boast of that and vouch for it, that we do not tolerate drama, either on the server, either on the chat in our alliance. So you can join us. We'll be happy to have you. So you can apply at warA, or 2war. In this Christmas season, please take care of your family. Please take care of your loved ones. We all need love, especially in these hard times, all right? And don't worry too much about what's happening right now on the planet. In a few months, we're finally going to be done with this stupidity. All right. So last thing, of course, is that there's many people that hasn't hit the subscribe button yet. I hope today is the day I heard it from you guys. So please like, subscribe, share, follow, and until next time, have a good game and have lots of fun. This is what matters in these games.